question 6 says sketch the graphs of the following by finding the x and y intercepts. Okay, so not rearranging to put in slope-intercept form. You could do that, but we're specifically asking you to find the x-intercept and y-intercept of each one, plot them, join up the points. Okay, so remember the x-intercept occurs when y is 0. So just a sec. X-intercept is when y is 0. So when we put 0 in for y, that whole term goes away, right? So that whole term goes to 0. So really, if you didn't have to show any work, all you want to do for the x-intercept is cover up the term with y in it and solve that for x. Bring 16 over is negative 16, divide by 2. So sometimes we won't even, it'll just be right or wrong answer. So this will be 2x equals negative 16. So x equals negative 8. So that's our x-intercept. Plot that. Then the y-intercept is when x is 0. Okay, so I kind of wrote kind of big. So when x is 0, then we solve for y. Okay, so it's like covering up the first term. So that goes to 0. So we have negative 4y equals negative 16. Divide by negative 4, you get y equals positive 4. Okay, so we can join those up with a line. Just when you're doing this method, it's really important to try to be accurate. Oops, I want blue. Okay, so if the x and y intercepts are far away, or actually even when they're close up, it's almost worse. You want to be really careful. So I'm going to, with my computer, I have to be a little bit careful here. I'm going to extend it out once it catches up. Just a sec. It is slow. Oh, it's still moving. That's the problem. Okay, so you want to extend it out and obviously put arrows. Remember how I'm going to be picky on this coming test, making sure that it extends beyond the points and that there are arrows on the end. Okay, so looks like about there. Okay. Oh, sorry. If you don't have a ruler, you need to purchase one this weekend, please. Okay. And yes. No, the 16 is on the left, so we have to. Yeah, but that's minus 4 times 0. So 2x minus 0, it's gone. It's always the sign in front of the term. So it's 2x plus 16. So then you solve for x. Okay, so next one. X-intercept is when y is 0. Okay, so that'll be 6x minus 3y, which is going to be now 0, right? So minus 3 times 0 plus 12 equals 0. So this term goes away. You didn't have to show work, you just cover it up, right? And so what's left is 6x plus 12, but we need to isolate for x, so that's going to be 6x equals negative 12, so x equals negative 2. Okay, then your y-intercept is when x equals 0, so 6 times 0 minus 3y plus 12 equals 0. These ones are working out nicely. Sometimes you'll have fractions, and that's when it's harder to graph with x-intercepts, and maybe it would be better to put in slope-intercept form. Sometimes, a lot of times when you're graphing, you have a choice of what form to put the equation in. So here, when I do this, that goes to 0. So I have negative 3y equals negative 12. So y equals positive 4. Okay, I'll do this one in red. So negative 2 for x-intercept, 4 for y-intercept. So they both actually have the same y-intercept. Okay, and so then joining that up, I'm just going to freehand this one so that it doesn't take forever. So I'm going to go that. Okay, the best that I can. Okay, so that is using x and y intercepts to graph. Guaranteed, there'll be a question on your test where you have to calculate the x and y intercepts. Whether you use that method to graph it is up to you.